The U.S. Labor Board says X illegally fired a worker in retaliation for a critical tweet. The first Chevy Corvette hybrid is here, and it is not what you think it is. And the trailer for Scott Pilgrim Takes Off is also here, and it is exactly what you think it is. It's Monday, October 16th, and this is Engadget Today, the latest tech news with a touch of tranquility for your morning. The National Labor Relations Board alleges that X's firing of an employee who pushed back against a return-to-office policy imposed by Elon Musk last year was illegal. In what Bloomberg reports is the NLRB's first formal complaint against X Corp, filed last Friday, the Labor Board accused the company of retaliating against software engineer Yao Yu for attempting to organize workers in the wake of the new policy. After Musk gave then Twitter employees an ultimatum in November 2022 to return to the office, tweeting, "If you can physically make it to an office and you don't show up, resignation accepted." Yu urged others not to resign in response, but instead let him fire you. Yu was fired 5 days after tweeting about it and writing a similar post on Slack. In terminating her, the complaint filed by a San Francisco branch of the NLRB alleges the company violated federal labor law by interfering with, restraining, and coercing employees exercising protected rights, according to CNBC. A hearing is now set for January 30th. It's hard to imagine that anyone was demanding a hybrid Corvette, but those crazy engineers at Chevrolet went and did it anyway. The hybrid drive in the 2024 Chevrolet Corvette E-Ray isn't to raise the efficiency of perhaps America's most iconic sports car. Nope. It's only here to make it faster, as in 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds and a quarter mile in 10.5 seconds faster. The electric motor up front adds 160 horsepower to the 495 horses that comes from the V8 in the back. Yes, it can be driven for a few miles emissions-free, but more important is how it boosts acceleration. And it helps the handling, too. The Stingray is a notorious understeerer on the track. The E-Ray does too, but give it a little throttle, and that magic front electric motor pulls the nose right around and through. It definitely comes at a premium over the base Stingray at $104,295. But those looking for the ultimate all-around, all-season vet have a new choice. There's a video at Engadget.com if you would like to see more and to get our full impressions. Netflix just dropped the official trailer for its upcoming Scott Pilgrim anime, Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. The highly anticipated 8-episode series brings back the original cast from the 2010 movie, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. The creator of the comics, Brian Lee O'Malley, is a co-writer and executive producer. Edgar Wright, who directed the movie, is also on board as an executive producer. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off will be released on November 17th. The show will return to the story of Scott Pilgrim, played by Michael Cera, and his plight to defeat the 7 evil exes of his new love interest, Ramona Flowers, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead. While Scott Pilgrim Takes Off will build on what we've seen in the comics and movie, it won't be a straight adaptation. Wright said O'Malley's idea for the show was way more adventurous than that. Alongside Cera and Winstead, actors including Kieran Culkin, Ellen Wong, Brie Larson, Chris Evans, and Aubrey Plaza reprise their roles. Thanks for listening. If you have a moment, rate and subscribe wherever you listen. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributors Tim Stevens and Cheyenne McDonald, and was produced by Spoken Layer. And as a reminder, you can listen to The Future later today on Engadget Tomorrow.